One of the largest markets for the use of XRP and Ripple's banking technology has been Australia. And I wanted to take a moment to go over some of the most important developments with XRP and Ripple that I'm seeing in Australia. I create all of my articles on tokenization, XRP, Ripple, and a lot more if you guys like this kind of stuff. Make sure you're following, please. Our goal is to reach 100,000 subscribers. I sincerely appreciate all of your help. Therefore, the DEA, an intriguing acronym for the Digital Finance CRC, and Ripple's joint research with the Digital Economy Council of Australia highlight important policy changes to encourage the tokenization of physical assets in Australia. The fact that Ripple is here alongside the Australian Digital Economy Council and the Future of Finance CRC intrigues me much. It's fascinating to observe how Ripple is collaborating closely with regulators on each continent to advance the proper crypto policy for the adoption of tokenization and these new financial assets. You see this more and more, too. So here it is. The tokenization of real-world assets is a significant economic prospect for Australia, and Ripple works with the DEA and the Australian Digital Economy Council. Chance for the Australian economy to increase productivity. Gains of $12 billion a year in current markets, multiplied by the creation of new markets for assets that aren't already traded extensively. Thus, a market that was previously illiquid can now be liquidated with value. And this is what has the potential to boost what was previously merely there, but it wasn't actually generating a lot of revenue. This is something that I see. And it's actually the advantage that nations like Australia are experiencing when they use distributed ledger technology and tokenization. It would be great if American Democrats would spend some time learning more about some of our most important trading, defense, and other partners. Japan, Australia, and the United Kingdom are all embracing cryptocurrency and tokenization at breakneck speed. Why? Why are we in the United States of America? I'm still attempting to solve it. I truly am. I can image someone who may not be involved with cryptocurrency full-time wondering, what the heck is going on? If I'm having problems understanding it and all I do is spend time every day comprehending all of this. Therefore, it's fantastic to see Australia take the necessary actions to develop its economy for the benefit of its citizens. A significant boost in inventiveness. Additionally, you can achieve things with digital assets that were previously impossible to accomplish with traditional assets. To address problems in the housing market, the assets are fractionalized. Boosting liquidity with AMMs and apps. Expanding the reach. This is interesting, of course. The majority of young people lack the funds to purchase a new home. When tokenization is introduced, it enables someone to get a portion of something. They might be able to purchase a house, but they might only be able to pay 10% or 25% of it. They could then go in with their friends, family, or even strangers to own a share of the house. And more people might be lifted out of poverty as a result. We estimate that there are roughly 2 trillion opportunities in the global economy across all asset classes, with fierce competition among nations for a piece of the global pie. America is already at a disadvantage because of this. We're already in a bad position. I find it amusing that people believe our technological capabilities are so advanced. Although we have been in the past, DT adoption has mostly stagnated over the past 10 years. In essence, America has eliminated itself from consideration for the $2 trillion in financial assets that these nations are vying for. I'll play it. I suppose I have a lot of followers in Australia, so that's one place I'm definitely going to visit. You have a Ripple partner company named Airwallex. Take a look at this now. They're talking a lot about raising $160 million, even though that was 4 years ago. What's significant now is that Dilip Ralph, who assisted in creating the XRP ledger, travels to Australia, works for their central bank, and connects the entire nation. Consider that. The 2015 International Ripple Business Association may be found here. Your proof is right there. And you know who's a part of that? New Zealand. That was in 2015. Very intriguing. We also have a peek here. Let's examine this article. In 2015, Airwall was established. How coincidental. Cryptocurrency. There are many excellent connections there. Okay. The Ripple Payments partner has also been made public. The Hahawa transferring money in Australia. It has connections to the US and 18 other nations. 40 distinct currencies and currency exchanges. Additionally, you pay into SWIFT accounts and use Visa. Isn't everything interconnected? Everything is already connected. In other words, by utilizing a strategic alliance with Ripple that has existed for the last 3 years. This money transfer is from Huawei. Actually, they released this commercial. Look at it. Enabling every remittance channel that our clients might find useful is our main objective. I am Dan Yuan, Hi Money Transfer's CEO. A remittance organization called Hi Money Transfer assists clients in sending money abroad from Australia. Our main clients are pretty much anyone. Paying suppliers abroad is necessary for both enterprises and individuals who wish to provide for their families. The key factors in the remittance industry are liquidity and the speed at which funds can be sent. You understand it, all right? The remainder of the commercial doesn't have to be played. You understand. The Ripple collaboration has allowed them to develop every year. Look us up. Regulators have differing opinions about how to use digital assets depending on the country. On the extreme end of the spectrum, for instance, China and India are hostile to digital assets. The positions of other markets are more progressive. As a result, we have been careful to enter markets where we can guarantee that our clients are at ease and that there are no regulatory uncertainties. So last year we debuted Mexico. After that, we launched Philippines. Australia's arrival on the stage yesterday was revealed, along with a list of other countries on the route map. 2020 will see Thailand as one of them. Thus, over the past 10 years, Ripple has been bringing people together globally. Recall that 90% of the foreign exchange market, or $7.5 trillion per day, is a hookup with MasterCard. To utilize that specific digital asset, swipe your debit card. These days, cryptocurrency is more than just a new technology. Millions of Australians value it as an asset. It is a new frontier in finance that is opening up opportunities, efficiency, and creativity in ways that were unthinkable 10 years ago. The Australian government also places a high importance on this industry because it sees how it may spur economic expansion, draw in foreign capital, and solidify our position as a pioneer in the digital economy. Digital assets are more than just a means of making purchases. They are a distinct asset class that provides safe, decentralized systems, new opportunities for wealth creation, and financial inclusivity. Millions of Australians have already invested in or used cryptocurrencies in their daily lives, demonstrating how they have embraced these opportunities. Our government is now dedicated to improving this area. By controlling risks and safeguarding consumers, we are attempting to provide a regulatory framework that encourages innovation. Additionally, we want to make Australia a secure, open, and prosperous center for blockchain and cryptocurrency by working with scholars, industry leaders, and international partners. You can see how crucial it is for this individual and Australia to implement cryptocurrency adoption.